Alright everybody, welcome back to our fourth and final game of the night for the Rocketz League. I'm SAR Rocketz 5. I am joined this time by Sephiroth VG, and we've got South American Rejects up against the House is Down, game number 2. Coming up right now. Sephiroth, how's it going, man?
No, actually my name just changed, so now it's Sephiroth because people find it a bit too long to say Sephiroth VG.
Yeah,
So,
I just put it on there because that's still your Twitter or whatever, so yeah.
That's fine.
Like
Lily just told me to shorten it down to just Sephiroth.
It is a bit better, yeah, to just say.
Yeah. But most people know me just by Sephiroth. So
yeah. It's like me with Revo.
Yeah. Your name is really simple and really small.
But yeah, but SB Revolution 5 is mouthful, yeah. But anyways, that last game, by the way, someone is asking for your link for your guide. They would be very appreciative of that, because these two are pretty heavy support players as well.
I just noticed, I was just looking at stats and I was like, what?
But yeah, congrats, man. In case you guys don't know Sephiroth, he's I want to say you're on the leaderboard, right?
I'm nearly, I can
You're
be
very
on the
close,
US
yeah.
leaderboards. I can be on the US leaderboards, but not on the EU ones.
Yeah. So the reject leaderboards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But speaking of rejects, South American Rejects, that last game was exciting, but still a little bit of a throw in retrospect. The butterfly nature's prophet was... Huh? Did you...
That wasn't the problem. I saw it coming. I was like, that's what they were doing wrong. When they were pushing top, their entire team, they went in and fought without their allies, and that was a huge mistake. That's what you should never do. Especially in a CM game, that's one of the huge mistakes a lot of people make, even in pubs. If you see a tower is going down and there's no way you can defend it, play it safe. Don't go in and die. That will only hurt your team in the long run, because that means when your other hero's up, you're going to be dead. And if you're dead, then you can't defend and you can't do a comeback or something like that. So it's better to just play it safe, stay alive, and when people are up, then go in and fight. And if they just fought 5 men there, I saw them they were easily killing 2 people off there. And if they just waited, they would have piped them and gone for the third set of access.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Yeah, there were just some mistakes made there, and I mean the House is Down. This is what we talk about a lot in late game Dota. You wait for your opponent to make a mistake, and if they make the mistake and you can act on it, that's how you create a turnaround for your team. And the later the game goes, the tenser the atmosphere gets, especially when the stakes are high. So it's pretty much what we see. Anyways, South American Rejects picking up the Void Skywrath combo.
10 seconds.
If all else fails, to get your hands on some ridiculous combo like this. It's kind of surprising that THD, instead of picking up a Void as their first pick when it wasn't banned out, went for the Batrider instead. What do you feel about that, Sephiroth?
It's good, but I would like to say something really funny. It's Omni Knight basically just shits on this Void and Skywrath combo, no problem.
Omni Knight does?
Yeah, I've seen this guy. It's some of in pubs people run it as an offlaner.
Yeah.
And all he does is steal the creep once White gets close to it, and there's nothing he can do about
10
it.
seconds. 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And it's pure damage, so you can't backtrack it.
5 seconds.
And once he goes in with ult, you just use your ult and White can't kill anyone.
You can't backtrack pure damage.
No, you can't.
Well, you learn something new every day. It makes sense now because it does say eluding both physical and magical attacks. But pure damage, neither of those, so...
Pure is just pure. This really few spells which are pure damage in Dota. So, people, just kind of forget it. And people ban out.
Yeah, it's, Jublu on the bottom there with the Teletubby picture. He plays an amazing Meepo. I kept seeing it banned out. I'm like, why are they banning it out? THD doesn't even play Meepo. Then I see him play it once, and I'm like, please, ban that hero. It's too It's auto GG at that point.
They've buffed him too much. The last boss.
Well, yeah.
Too much.
But when you get someone who can play him too, combined with the incredible power of Meepo at the moment...
10 seconds remaining.
It's so good. And it's like Excalibur, you have to ban it out against them.
My friend who plays Meepo, who I talk about a lot, he's, I think, number 3 on the leaderboard now. He's even higher than Excalibur rating.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he just spammed Meepo, and you're screw this, I'm gonna spam Meepo, I'm gonna go to number 1 spot or something.
Yeah.
So,
hey,
like,
if it
his
works, it
Meepo
works.
is the strongest shit ever. Like I've played with him against Navi and the likes, and we even beat them with his Meepo. Like that guy
What?
is that strong.
10 seconds.
The new
remaining.
Navi.
Not the new one.
Not the new Navi, okay.
I'll like actually step out of all that because I'm
Dire
gonna
team
like
pick.
get married in like 3 months. So
Yeah.
like that was like all planned out. So I stepped out of all that like around some months ago. So now I'm just like casting around, just wasting time, I guess.
Yeah, but hey, having fun doing it. That's. I've stepped out of the pro scene since I ever thought about entering it.
Radiant
So,
team pick.
anyways, Tinker coming out for South American Rejects. It's looking like kind of a standard TI4 era draft. You got a Rubik to work around a Centaur Warrunner, which I'm kind of surprised they picked into that. But this does put Batrider instantly into the mid lane, unless they want to run something really crazy.
Maybe they want to put
Radiant
the
team
Bat offline
ban.
actually. Like it's the Radiant offline, it's easier for the Batrider because he can
Yeah.
farm the hard camp too.
That is
But
true.
he's gonna have a hard time against a Rubik and a Skyward Mage. Like if he lifts up into the silence.
My question is, though, if they put Batrider offlane, that forces Centaur into mid against
10
a Tinker,
seconds
which
remaining.
I just think is not a matchup he's going to have fun in.
5 seconds
That's
remaining.
the Centaur is against a Tinker. I think their last pick might be even a Spectre here for DHD.
The Spectre just got banned out,
Reserve
so
time.
Yep.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
getting rid of
that's
that
the
global
shot coming.
potential.
They saw it coming. That's how
Yeah.
you counter like in like 6k pubs. That's how you counter Tinker. You get Spectre, you get Centaur,
Yeah,
and a Clockwork, and that's all you actually need to shut down the Tinker.
because you can actually find him and kill him once he blinks away. Nature's Prophet will get the
No,
ban
like
out.
it doesn't even get to
Dire
that stage. Like it gets like Tinker gets shut down at like 10 minutes, 15 minutes mark. There's like nothing you can do. You just use ult on the Spectre, get one ganker on the lane, and with the Centaur ult you can just kill him off every single time. Unless he has like 3 people sitting behind him, he's going to die.
Okay, I've never seen it before, so I don't have much to say about it, honestly. But I definitely believe you.
I can give you some replays.
Yeah.
10
Show you how it's
seconds
done.
remaining.
But
We are going to
it's
see a
fairly
Wraith King coming out for them, so safe lane
Radiant
Wraith
team
King, off
pick.
lane Void?
It's a support? I don't know.
Oh, okay. This was what I was gonna say. Actually, I didn't get a chance to say it, but so no one's gonna believe me. But a Drow Ranger here is not the worst pick ever, simply because they have Visage.
Yep.
I don't like it because Void can get close to her. Wraith King
Void
can
will.
keep people close to her. Yeah, Void will get close to her. But I mean, you could see a Blink Drow come out or a Force Staff Drow, and it could be pretty effective here.
So, yeah, actually you're right. It's going to be an offlane Void from the looks of it.
Yeah.
Or maybe even aggressive trial lane. If you look at it. But
Yeah,
I
and a
don't
safe
think
lane
they
Void.
want to trial lane against the Visage and the Nation Apparition. That's
Yeah, they're very good defensive supports, and with Drow just being there and being able to dish out a lot of damage early,
10
that's a pretty
seconds
scary lane to
remaining.
go up against.
5
but on the other
seconds
hand, like they have
remaining.
nothing. Like they have a lot of nukes, but they don't have any defensive support, any defensive abilities.
Yeah, they're very
So-
glass cannon oriented right now, other than the Centaur.
Yep. So if like the trial lane goes on them, they might lose one guy, but they might just bring down 2.
Yep. Anyways, the
Which
good
is
old
perfect.
ceremonial pregame pause of South American Dota.
It's everywhere, like everyone does it, just to like sort out the lanes and everything.
I'm-
You don't
I'm-
get enough time at the end of the game to do it.
Yeah, I feel like in South American Dota it's so much more prevalent. And then they always start saying things in Portuguese or Spanish in all chat. Oh, okay, never mind. Not this time.
Understand. So, for THD, we have them on the Radiant side now is switched around tab. It's Liposa on the Drow Ranger. We're gonna see Vestius on the Visage, Ghibli on the center. Yoka, is that right?
Yeah, that's what I call him. Yuka.
And GUI on the Ancient Apparition.
I call
Actually,
GUI Guy, though.
Guy. Okay, so he's Guy.
And I don't know how long you've watched South American Dota. A long time ago, THD had a player called Toyman. That is Jublu. He is an excellent offlaner. His Clockwork and his Darkseer are, like, outstanding. To the point where they deserve respect bans even when they're, like, not in the meta. We're actually seeing an early smoke. I'll hold off on the introductions for South American Rejects because it looks like Wraith King could get spotted out here.
Oh,
Not now, yeah.
He branched off there, like, they should have just got it out on the back end. Could have
30
found someone there.
seconds to battle.
Oh,
But,
no.
Rubik, he's
They
so
got him.
dead. There's a slow.
yeah, the slow's gonna come out. He does get a lift off and stuns up the other two, and that actually almost saved his life. And the slow will save him, yeah.
That was a really nicely done lift
Yeah.
into the stun.
Because he actually managed to disable all three of them there, instead of just one, so... Anyways, now that that's dissipated a little bit, we've got K3 mid this time on the Tinker. Tavo will be offlane on your Faceless Void. Bardo will be on the Skywrath Mage, supporting in the safe lane with the Rubik, played by MSI. And last but not least, we have Kawe on our Wraith King carry.
Wait, I need to fix something. So actually,
No,
set
you're
up my
fine.
studio mic.
Yeah, I noticed it sounded a lot better. I didn't hear any, like, static or anything before you talked. I was thinking you were going to, like, unmute your mic and then say something, and then I'm like, oh, hey, that sounds great.
I'm still tuning it a little bit, though. So
What kind of mic is it?
It's a Yeti. But
Okay, yeah.
It's a big pain to set it up. Like, I didn't even bother checking anything, like, how to actually do it. But then, like, Lily got her own studio and everything, so then she was, like, setting it up. And she got a sound engineer to come over and set it up for her. And
Yeah.
she told me what he used, and I like, went on the net and figured it out.
Okay. I actually looked at one of those in an Apple store the other week when I was waiting on something, and that thing looks amazingly nice. I'm just on a snowball right now. Anyways, let's talk some Dota. Overall, whose lineup do you favor here?
So, well, I didn't getting anything here on the bottom lane. But top lane, though, center might be falling
Uh-oh.
down. This might be first blood, but
Not quite.
yep. Where is...
Oh,
Rubik
wait,
taking
maybe...
it?
They're just going to dive for it and secure it. Bardo picking that one up with one more right click. Yeah, Rubik isn't even there. He's actually stacking, or, yeah, he was stacking and pulling. So won't get any XP for that, but that is more XP for your Wraith King and your Skywrath, so...
That's nice and all.
Yeah.
I don't know. They just got first blood. I think like I was expecting the first blood to go down on the bottom lane on the void, but for
Yeah.
some reason.
You've got a good defensive tri-lane here. Visage and Ancient Apparition as well as Drow Ranger. You have so much slow potential in this lane. Now, of course, Drow picks up her aura first just to get that extra bit of damage for the team. But the Frost Arrows do help you a lot to kind of kite, or anti-kite here. And Yuka is going to get taken down. Pretty ugly exchange there, as actually Tinker manages to take down Visage as well. THD not off to a good start, but again, they weren't off to a good start last game either.
So they're gonna play the comeback game.
Yeah.
And I've seen like I was casting Moonmeander I think a couple of months ago, and they were
Yeah.
not doing good in the early game. But one of the team fights and that guy just came right back. Like he's really good. But I kind of wonder about the rest of the call lineup. I've seen some of them play and they're meh at the most. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Like what's Call supposed to be? Call is supposed to be an American team, right?
Complexity?
Yeah.
I think so. I'm not 100% sure on that. They've been American in the past, I know. But I'm happy for them getting sponsored. I was surprised that they already got sponsored, but they are well-known players from a previous game, and Moon's taken a while to really get into the Dota scene as a professional player, like on a team. I mean, he's always been this kind of legendary player, but we've never really seen him in the pro scene, you know?
Really? I don't know. Like maybe you know him from Han, but I never.
I don't
played
know him
Han.
from Han. Yeah. But I've heard a lot about him. Meanwhile, though, Tinker is going to pick up Batrider again. I'm going to try to focus on picking up some kills here.
This Tinker's getting way too much than it should actually. Like this is
Yeah.
a disaster.
That one gank on Batrider early on, where Batrider was up here out of position, that really helped him out and gave him a lot of confidence in the lane as well. And one of the big things with mid lane, if you know you can kill your opponent, you're going to keep doing it.
Tinker's not too far ahead for this pet to be able to kill him off.
Yeah.
That's lost. Like he should start stacking the jungle to farm it up. Like, that's over with for now. Top lane, though, they're trying to go to center again. There's a stun, there's a silence, and a lift up into
Yeah, they've got it.
Rocketz, and Rubik's gonna pick up that one.
And that's a 5th kill in a row for South American Rejects. However, Drow is farming better than Wraith King is. Now, she's obviously not getting the kills, but once she hits 6, I think we're going to see THD start to really do something around the map.
Yeah, but the thing is, they do need a level 6 on the Visage as well, and he's sitting at only level 2 so far, and I wonder why, like, why isn't he chain pulling it all the way there? Like, it's so easy to do it to here, one with the supports. Like, you don't need anyone on the lane with the Drow to zone out the Void. Like, you know, Void is a melee hero. Drow is pretty good against melee heroes.
Yeah, because that Frost arrows and the fact that she can knock him back with Gust now. That was such a big buff to Drow that I still think no one has really appreciated. Because I still feel like while this hero can be counterpicked, it's very, very good situationally.
But I think the better thing about the knockback thing is that it, I think, kind of improved her animation of casting. Like before, it was like a long.
Yeah, it was very long. Yeah.
Yeah, that's helped her out a lot with the knockback. Like she can solo kill now really easily. Before, like if you're coming in from the back, like Shadow Blade or something, you have to like hit him, then silence, and then do something, and then time he has some time to react. But now, like with the knockback, it's pretty much instantaneous.
Yeah, and I'm sorry about that noise in the background. There's the toilet got clogged, and now there was water all over the carpet, and so somebody's fixing that out there. Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
It was clean water at that point, thank goodness, but at least as far as we can tell. And we're gonna imagine it's clean water, okay? Anyways, Tabu is in a lot of trouble in the river here. Centaur spotted him out, actually, with a long rotation down, and Guy, one more hit will do the job. And with just that 1 point in backtrack, he's not having much fun down here. He's actually level 3, 6 minutes in. Even the Centaur, who's died twice up top, is level 4. So, they at least have that much going for them.
That is good, but I'm kind of like worried about this Batrider. He's only level 6. He has absolutely nothing if you look at him. I think he only has a bottle and he's bottle growing. That's about it. And Tinker should have his beauties really soon.
And Centaur's actually just calling the courier to get tangos at this point. If you're buying tangos at 6 minutes as a core, something's gone wrong here, especially when the Wraith King on the other team has a Midas at 7 minutes.
Why in 7 minutes? What? How did that happen?
Yeah, he's got 2 assists here. He's got decent farm.
Oh, like, what? Like, if you're free farming, you should have your Midas on 6 minutes, 5 minutes.
I'll agree there, yeah, but it's still reasonably timed.
A bit late, I'd say.
Radiant's top tower is under
really
attack.
off timing. Like, how? Trying to imagine a scenario where like he was getting contested in farm, but I don't know. 39 analysis compared to 46 of Troll Ranger. Something's going wrong here in the lane.
Yeah.
They're actually gonna try for the go for the tower. I don't think anything THD can do at this point.
Yeah, there's really not. They don't have AA ulti up. They don't have Centaur ulti up. Batrider doesn't have a blink or anything to save for himself. Drow has picked up herself a Midas. I didn't see when that one came up though, so. But I'm assuming it was earlier than Wraith King's because she's just got better farm.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
She's actually lost it pretty well, 55 losses.
Yeah.
I think she will have pretty perfect losses. But
Radiant's top tower
the power
has
is
fallen.
down. So there's a first tower going down. For the HD, but hopefully this Visage will hit level 6 pretty soon, then they can start taking the towers off their own.
Yeah, and now that they've got Centaur level 6, they've got Drow level 6 as well, level 7 even. So that range damage bonus, which she did just pop off to give the creeps that bonus damage as well, will help them out a lot.
And she's smart about it, like she's even bought a Ring of Basilisk. That's what a lot of people don't do, like they don't bother getting a Ring of Basilisk with a hero who pushes a lot, like with Terrorblade or something early on. It's like really worth it to get it, especially even with Gunka and stuff. Any hero which pushes should get a Ring of Basilisk on him.
Yeah, Basilius is very good. Just turn it on when you're going to push, and you give your creeps a little more survivability, which is just going to help a lot as well.
It helps a lot, actually. It helps in end control. It helps in even mind games. Like, I use it a lot. Like, when an enemy offlaner is trying to, like, lasso the creep, I'll just turn it on.
Just toggle it on and turn it back off afterwards?
Yeah, just to, like, mess with him, and he's like, I was supposed to do it now? Not? No?
Yeah, I know. I've seen Ice do that before in VODs. He's the only one I can really remember, but I know other players have done it for sure.
I do it quite often. It's, like, really hilarious.
It's like, oh, I just need a last hit a little earlier. No, you don't. See, now you missed it. And actually, AOT is going to be coming out. They are going to try to get Tinker. He's not going to get hit by it, but did take a whopping 20 gold away from him. Yeah, it's basically his BOT's done, yeah.
Yep, 10 minutes BOTs, that's really huge. Oh, they get the fight again.
Yeah, and Void is not the only one not having a fun game on the side of South American Rejects. He's almost level 6, though. And Bardo's level 4. No, he's not level 6 yet. He's 8 XP away.
Oh, they're diving deep for Bardo. Yep, he's pretty dead. In comes Scowy, though. He's gonna stop Bosa. Bosa is low. Can they bring him down? He's actually nearly dead. One more hit. What's White doing? He's
there we go.
Right past him. Finally dies this guy. So free kill right beside me.
Yeah,
I think he was looking to grow over.
They had the TP reactions there. I think he wanted to grab 2 or 3, yeah. But he's not gonna be able to, and ends up just getting the drow, which is, I mean, more than enough for him. That gave him almost an entire level. He was level 5 with a little bit of XP to go. And
I don't know, like this game, I'm kind of thinking about what SAR's lineup is and what's like THD's lineup is, and
Radiant's middle tower
somehow mid-game I see THD winning this a bit.
Yeah, mid-game they're very strong because they have that Visage Bird combo where they can just pop the drow damage bonus and suddenly Visage Birds hit like pure trucks out of nowhere. When these heroes still have low armor, that's going to be very, very scary. But late game, South American Rejects have a pretty formidable lineup. And there's some pretty decent steals for Rubik. I mean, Centaur Charge isn't bad for sure.
Yeah, you're right. I know I forgot about Rubik.
Yeah. Molotov, Soul Assumption, most things from AA are going to be pretty decent.
But what like THD have to do, they have to protect their towers. They can't let them go for free.
Yeah, and they're not going to be able to do that on the bot tower. Visage will at least get the deny, and a nice 3-man ulti by AA, and actually Tavo isn't going to drop here, no. But they at least will force them back for a little bit. They're not going to be able to easily push a tier 2 right after this. Oh, Bardo.
Going for Bardo. Yep, that forward just got cancelled.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Zhublu was silenced up there, so he's like, oh, I'll be safe, but Batrider did have the Molotov to interrupt TP. And while it's not really a hard stun, it does interrupt things because it really knocks them back. Unlike Drowse, which just knocks them back and doesn't interrupt. And actually, MSI, I think he's dead. It's going to be close. Yeah, he is going to live, though.
That was really close.
Yeah, one more tick and he would have fallen, for sure.
Why is this Fade Ball icon a bit different? What's up with that?
It's the Kuroki set or something.
No. It's the side of the Wandering Harlequin.
It's the Harlequin staff.
So
I gotta say, I really did like that set, and I've seen the icons for it, and they look really sick. It's like almost making me want to buy it, and then I'm like, wait, I don't play Rubik. Why would I buy it?
The problem is I don't play Rubik as a support.
But yeah.
Like, he's good and all, but in a pub you need like high impact supports, and Rubik just
yeah.
don't get it.
And South American Rejects are going to be able to get away from this one. The AA ult completely missing. And a nice stomp there by Centaur, but the Chrono comes out from Void. He's going to jump on Guy now, and I'm not entirely sure he has enough damage. They'll throw the stun, and it is going to be enough in the end. Wraith King picking him off. Will end up falling, but slows all 3 of them down right now. And there'll be a charge forward by Centaur, but it's not going to be enough. And Rubik, oh gosh, the worst steal he could possibly get at the moment. Precision Aura.
That was like the main gank. They were distracting mid while the supports were smoked up and they were moving towards that row bottom and they picked it off.
So they end up getting 2 kills for none, actually. So that's a good trade for South American Rejects. They're staying ahead here. But Tinker is going to be a problem for the THD to the late game. They've got good burst damage, good team fight, but if they can't keep up with him around the map, they're going to have some serious issues very, very soon here. And actually, Tinker did just pick up something.
He just picked up a Blink Dagger.
Oh, he just picked up that Blink Dagger, okay.
And they found Visage in the
yeah. The problem is THD are pretty vulnerable at the moment. Their supports are squishy. I mean, sure, Visage has the Cloak of Defiance, but Skyrath really doesn't care. He's one of those heroes that's really able to cut through like a shield type damage like TA's or Visage's Cloak very quickly, because he can throw out an auto attack and an arcane bolt basically at the same time.
Yeah. Just 0 craft animations for
yep.
booked and the shot. And oh, sorry, the Ancient Shield is instant cast as well. But hold that thought, Batrider, I think he will fall here.
Yep.
He's dead.
And that is, he does at least have his blink up, but nothing to go with it, and it's 15 minutes in. Jublu will get stunned up here. He should be able to get out. He's got a charge and everything up, and actually a slow coming out on Kawe, who doesn't have his ulti up. They're going to be able to take him down and throw out the AA ulti to catch Bardo, who might... No, he's not going to drop because of this, unless the Visage Birds... What are they? Go home, Visage, you're drunk?
Radiant structures are fortified.
He's way too fast. Oh, down on the mid lane. He is trying to go.
Gonna get the tower.
The Ghost is dead. That's a kill which is worth a lot more than that.
Yeah.
The draw went for a Midas, and if you're dying with a Midas, it means you're not farming anything. So, like the next time it's going to be really delayed. Oh, the bat. He's gonna grab the Tinker. Is it going to be enough? Out goes AO. Is it going to hit? Yes,
oh my goodness.
That's the kill.
But Rubik seals it! He turns it around! Guy getting hit with his own ulti. He won't die from this. But, he's not doing too hot either.
Well, he tried.
Yeah. It was still a good steal, but... Centaur's boots, I think he placed them on the ground, and... Because Vestia's just like... Never mind, he did not pass them back to him. I was mistaken. Centaur placed them on the ground. My apologies. Whoops.
He's putting them to farm. Speaking of back up.
Drow is back up, though, and her Midas is about to come off cooldown, so she at least had that going for her, that she died while the Midas was on cooldown.
What is she building into? Is she going for a...
Manta?
Manta? I think it's a bit too late for the Manta right now. Like, it's 60 minutes in. If you're going for a Manta at 60 minutes, it's not really going to give you anything. And by the time you have it, it's going to be around 25 minutes, 24 minutes.
I think it's a good item on Drow simply because you get move speed, you get agility, and those are two great things that Drow scales with, because her aura with the agility and the move speed means she can stay away from people so she can keep her marksmanship up. However, Vestius actually called that thought. He gets caught out in the jungle, and a Skyrath Mage ulti to bring him down pretty easily. Bardo now on a killing spree. And we do have something coming out on the courier for Void. Looks like that is his Mask of Madness completed. 17 minutes is a bit late on the Mask of Madness for sure. But Void is the kind of hero that, with just one item, can really turn things around, can really farm quickly, due to the fact he can get around the jungle with Time Walk, and the fact that he just dishes out a lot of damage with Time Lock and right clicks.
Look, they didn't see that word, did they?
Don't think they did.
They didn't. They finally saw it. Well, they're trying to get some control back up, and top lane. I don't think you really want to go on the Raid King with an ulti here, because you can't kill him, and then you can't kill him again. There's just too much. They're gonna stun him up. But Centaur's gonna fall, so they can just board it in with a laser and rockets.
And Void's going forward. He was looking for Batrider. Batrider is just a little too fast for him at the moment, though. They do get an AA ulti out on Bardo, though. And I don't think it'll bring him down unless they can get some other damage in here. They're just going to go for the tower, and I think that's definitely the right decision here. They'll be able to take it down as well.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
But they've lost all their tier 1s at the moment. And South American Rejects team is, with the exception of Skyrath Mage and Rubik, pretty hard to kill.
Tower is under attack.
It is, but yeah, that's what I was actually thinking about the Drew and her build right now. I
Dire's
don't
middle
like the
tower
Midas
is under
pickup on her.
attack.
I mean, it's good for
Radiant's
levels and
bottom
all,
tower
but
is under attack.
if you just get a Mask of Madness, you can
Ooh,
start
wait,
farming the jungle
what?
much faster.
Is she going Sanjin Yasha?
No, I believe that's a BKB.
I hope so. Well, yeah, if it were Sanjin Yasha, she probably would have gone ahead and bought it out, seeing as that is a very high impact item. If you get it very early on, if you get it late, it's okay, but it's not great.
You don't want to say Yasha.
Yeah.
It's just too much gold to be sunk into a really flimsy item.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a BKB.
Wasn't it one time you said 15 minutes is about the mark you'd say for Sanjin Yasha?
At the most, like, you don't want it later than that. Ever.
Yeah.
That's right for Direblade. But on any other hero, people don't build Yasha anymore. Actually. Like,
yeah.
It's really fallen out.
Well, in the 6K bracket, I see it every day. Yeah. Actually, Batrider is going to go in here. It's more just because people play a lot of Bloodseeker at this level, and so it's the only item that works for him because it gives you more speed and it slows the enemy down so you can chase them. And that's what the hero is based on, just chasing people around the map that don't have TPs.
It's kind of easy to do that.
Yeah, you'd think people would wisen up and get a Basher first item just so you can kill it quickly, but...
No, people...
Actually, whoa. Tranquil Boots dropped here. Were those? No, okay. I thought Centaur just lost a pair of boots there.
She actually went for a force test.
And Leposa is well taken down pretty much instantly.
It's not working out for THD. They need to do something. They need to either mount a push or do something like that. They can't keep expecting to farm up. Like, the Tinker just shut him down.
Yeah, Tinker can just go over and he's got a Dagon done. If he wants to buy it out right now. In fact, if he was at base at the moment, I would say he would have bought it out, but he is not at base. They might be able to raise Kauai's ult here. And I'm not sure they're going to be able to turn this around so easily. He will blink away. And he's just going to walk away now. Meanwhile, up top, Tinker, yep, he buys out the Dagon. And still has 600 in the bank.
I was thinking that THD would start pushing earlier. Like, much earlier. And, like, the Predator would be enough to shut down a Tinker when he's coming to March. But they did nothing of that sort. Instead, all I saw them do was just try to split push and to farm, and Wizard just gets picked off again.
Yeah, he's getting picked off so fast I don't even see the health bar move up top before I hear Ownage. And, yeah, game 1 was exciting, game 2, not so much.
It's kind of looking like a stump so far, but they're trying to run it around. Out goes AL, kind of being on the white. They will bring him down, MSI's there though, he's gonna fight both and bring down the Ancient Apparition in return.
And Drow just died again as well to Rubik, so that is... If Drow lives through these fights, it's okay, but she can't right now, yeah. Without the BKB, she's just kind of flimsy, and, I mean, we keep coming back to this Midas, but without the Midas, she'd have her BKB right now. Likely. It might be around the same time as right now, but it would still be here, which is more than we can say right now.
I was saying on Mask of Madness, like, it allows her to solo kill, it allows her to flash farm the jungle, it allows her to farm Ancients as well.
Yeah.
Which is what you want to get for experience, so... I don't know why you would get, like, a Mask of Madness out of them.
And since she
Why
has...
would you get a Mask of Madness?
Since she has such great agility gain, it just dramatically increases attack speed. I don't think there's any other hero that would attack as fast as Drow level 6 with Mask of Madness. Like, it's just... You add a Troll Warlord on that team, and there we go.
I think someone was trying that today or yesterday.
Really?
They picked a Troll. I don't know which team it was. Maybe it was Team Tinker? I'm not sure who it was.
That's an interesting strat, but... yeah, Troll is just weak. I actually played him the other day, and as soon as, like, 2 minutes into the game, I was like, okay, this hero is bad. Just please no. It just... Well, first of all, my support was, like, nowhere to be found on the lane. I'm like, hey, can you harass them? He's like, no, I farm. I'm like, you're Shadow Shaman. Get a hold of yourself. He's like, but I need farm too. I'm like,
Who are you against?
Gosh, I do not exactly remember. I want to say it was Centaur and somebody else really, like, annoyingly hard to defeat like that. It was just as soon as I got close to the creep wave, they would have killed me. And I stayed alive, but I had to keep running back to base because I was just so low.
Yeah,
it was just an ugly game, but yeah.
Then it's not like the roll's fault, you know. It's not the hero that's at fault. It's just the lane against you. It's just way too much.
Yeah, but I feel like he's a little too squishy. He's very good in the right lineup, but if you don't have the right lineup for him, he's just kind of eh. I remember back when Shadowblade, before it got nerfed most recently, we saw him picked up a lot mid, and then he'd rush that Shadowblade and just go around and gank everything on the map. And that was like the heyday of Troll Warlord right there.
I actually found a player who spams Troll Warlord a lot.
Yeah.
He's actually really good. I saw him what he does with the Troll. It's not too bad, but it's actually really nice what he does. He, from what I remember, I think he builds into a he makes a Helmet Dominator, face boost.
And
Yasha.
Medallion? Oh, into
Yasha.
Okay.
And he has that by like around 30 minutes. And then he just goes into Roshan and he gets a free Roshan up, and every single time he gets Roshan all alone, and he can farm really fast as well and stack at the same time.
He has that by 13 minutes, you said?
Yeah, it's not hard. It's how much
Oh
gold is calculated. It's like the baseline for phase boots or whatever your boost upgrade is 4.5 minutes or 5 minutes at most. So
I guess it isn't that much for him. It just feels like a lot more, because then it's 4K gold-ish for Yasha and Helm.
Only Yasha and Helm. So Helm is 2K gold and Yasha is
about 2K.
Yeah, so if like the timing
2050, I want to say. Yeah.
I think I told you about like SAR Rocketz. You get for phase boots, not phase boots, but dreads and your Shadowblade in 10 to 12 minutes.
Yeah,
so if you
kind of like I do with Shadow Fiend, because he's the only one I can actually farm as.
It's okay, like, if you have problems farming, you can play something which is, like, easier to farm with.
Yeah.
But, like, Slark is a slow farmer, like, he can only push down wave. The thing with Troll is he can actually get kills really easily.
Yeah, because he just
and
starts hitting you and you get bashed, and then he's got so much attack speed from Fervor, right?
Yep. And he can take down towers as well.
Yeah.
That's a good thing about him. That's what Slark can't do. So you're basically farming much faster. Hold that on bottom lane. They're trying to get away.
And he doesn't have the ult, so he will actually fall here. That's a great pickoff for them. I feel like using the Batrider ult was just fine there too.
Yep, they had to use it. Like they have to get some sort of semblance in, like some semblance of control in this game.
What is K3 doing though? He's just standing here, and this is really weird for a Tinker.
Radiant's top
he wants to put down marches. Like he's trying to figure out when are they gonna finally start pushing hard enough. So there we go, some marches, and THD are just forced to back off because they don't have the balls from the from the Batrider anymore.
Yeah, and they don't have the tankiness to really stand in March for any period of time other than Centaur, who, I mean, doesn't really want to stand in March. I mean, Drow and Batrider, Ancient Apparition, and Visage, they definitely can't. Visage is working on his axe, though, and he's about 1,000 away from it right now.
I don't think you really need to farm that much to get the axe. I mean, you could have spent that time actually moving around the map and ganking space. But he's been like constantly camping in the jungle, and that's not what you want to do as a support. You want to give some space to your carry to farm up. Like this Drove is having a hard time to find any farm.
Yeah. You definitely don't want to like come into lane with your carry and use your Fade Bolt to intentionally steal their last hits that they need for their BKB so they can go back and defend the tower. A game I had today. It was...
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah.
It's annoying, man. Look at Tinker, man. Tinker's gonna go out of control. He's the E-Blade now. If he wants to get it now. And that's huge.
He's going for it now. Uh-oh. That's not when you want to die, buddy. Oh, the Chronosphere will actually kill him. And Tinker buys back into the game, surprisingly. They do manage to pick off the Centaur with Rubik. But I feel like that was a really questionable play. Especially with the buyback. Ancient Apparition does pick off Skywrath. Vestius getting jumped on here. Drow will use that newfound BKB to pick off MSI, or at least she hopes one more hit will do the job. And now just going to have to man-fight Kawe without marksmanship. Now, he does have ulti available, by the way. Leposa is going to fall here, like it or not. The Dire's Courier does fall, but at what cost? Well, specifically the cost of a Drow Ranger and a Centaur.
And I think I'm back. And 2 support kills. Not too bad
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's still pretty good for them, but you'd rather the Drow not die there, or at least pop the Wraith King ulti. He dipped down to about 1% HP, and with armlet toggles and just kiting in general, was able to survive.
Yeah, but that's hurting her a lot. Like, he was nearly close to his E-Blade, but now he has to farm 1,000 gold.
Yeah, and I really, like, I understand, okay, you die, you're set back about 200 gold. I would honestly just say, I'm too close to my E-Blade. Our tower / Rax is not really in danger. I don't think buyback was worth it there.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's debatable, yeah.
I think he was expecting to follow up right after the White Chronosphere, but...
Oh no! There goes Centaur's boots! They're gone!
Oh,
he set him on the floor, and Kai just like walked up invis, boom. Hope you got some sturdy feet, because
well, on the bright side for THD, they do have the Scepter for the Visage.
Yeah, and that's going to be a big DPS increase simply because of the Drow's Precision Aura, and the fact that you're going to get a lot out of this. That's plus 131 damage when that aura is up. Or, wait, was that even right? It said plus 131. No. It's when he's near Drow, okay?
Really?
I think.
Let's see. But what you're forgetting is...
Okay, 47.
Marshes, man.
The Tinker Marshes?
Yep.
Oh yeah, they'll affect Visage's units, won't they?
Yep. They're pretty toast.
No. Drow does manage to pick up Skyrath up top while I'm trying to do math about the Visage Birds. And actually, MSI is going to lift her. She'll get dragged forward here. Does BKB up and charge out. But meanwhile, the Dire managing to take Roche. With Kalle and Tavo there, the massive amounts of lifesteal coming out, and the fact that Void actually has an Ags as well.
Uh-oh, took a top. K3 is in a lot of trouble. He blinked towards the wrong person. He didn't want to go to the center, and...
They find the Drow at least, but... Yeah. And Tinker's further set back from his E-Blade now.
And he can't buy back, because he just bought back.
At least he can't buy back and spend his gold on that instead of the E-Blade. I mean... it's like they're saving him from himself at this point.
This will be tower for THD. If they want to do it. They're still a bit too scared.
That sounds like the kind of thing you'd hear in pubs. Don't worry, guys. I bought back so that next time when I die, I won't buy back and waste my gold that I'm going to spend on my E-Blade. Like, but you're wasting your gold now. Yeah, but don't worry. We're holding out for late game or something. Space was created. Actually, Bardo is Jubilu? Okay,
what is he doing there?
Yeah, I was just wondering. He actually doesn't have a Blink Dagger. He just has Force Staff, which... I mean, it's okay, but... It's no Blink Dagger, let's be honest. And Void is trying to just farm the money birds at this point. They're just going to get resummoned back home, though. And actually... They should be able to find this courier... Maybe.
Well,
this is just going to run right across it, but it won't be in time. As actually, they do drag back Kawe, who will just... BKB up and try to TP out, but now he's going to respawn. No BKB, no TP available. He did. And you can see the whole team is trying to force staff get in here any way they can just to grab a sweet slice of that XP.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But the problem is they're not taking any towers at this. Well,
yeah, they can't.
They have to. That's the only way they have any chance of winning this game. Like that, they bring down towers.
And there's finally the E-Blade. It's done.
Yep, Drow is officially useless.
Yeah, you just... I mean, she can BKB right afterwards, but she has to be quick on the trigger with that, or she's going to get blown up by a Dagon and some rockets. Actually, K3 is going to get dragged back here. Drow is going to go ahead and hit him. Does manage to silence up, but Drow, I mean, can't BKB the E-Blade off the enemy. I mean...
Yep.
Diffusal Drow to counter Tinker.
Anyone down too?
Yeah.
Tinker can just E-Blade that guy.
Yeah. It's a very good defensive item just as much as it is an offensive item. It's like a ghost scepter for your whole team, but one at a time, of
bottom
course.
Tower is under attack.
Well, I mean, with rearm, it's not really one at a time.
You can like have it on two guys because Tinker's gonna get E-bladed himself too. So, yep.
Yep, you've got 4 seconds, so right now he can actually get it on 3 guys with rearm if he times it perfectly. Of course, then you're not really walking around as Tinker. You're rearming and E-blading your allies to just save them.
I don't think he has to do it at the end of the day. Maybe just save the
yeah.
rating a little bit from the birds. But top lane... Better, he's hunting. Is he gonna find Tinker? Tinker's closing him out and...
He just blinked away, yeah.
What is Bat doing?
What is that march? Oh, I thought he was gonna march right there. I was very confused for a second.
He's just farming up his Dagons.
Yeah. And pretty soon we'll see Dagon level 2. I'm always surprised when someone like keeps a hold of this one Iron Branch in their stash. Like, you're 6 slotted. You're not building that into anything. Sell it.
Yeah, that happens sometimes with me too.
Like, you don't have the APM just to right click it and sell it? Like,
no, you just forget about it. Like,
yeah.
Screw this shit.
But that's 25 gold. 2 of those is the last hit. And Centaur finally with the blink, but Vesius, he gets caught out right now. Kawaii will get slowed down, but Chronosphere by Void. Leposa is caught out right now, and Drow may just drop here. Kawaii with the double kill. And Drow does not have buyback at the moment. In fact, went for the blink dagger, and I believe may have blinked into that last Chronosphere there. Tinker, more birds.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Actually, I think found one bird, but now they should be able to take this steer to mid fairly easily. Bat trying to make something happen, no, but there's a slow. In comes a void. BKB was gonna go out, gonna save the bat, but yeah, the bash. They didn't see it. Oh, Bat.
They at least popped the ulti there, and since Bat was still BKB'd up, it didn't affect him with the slow, so they couldn't continue to chase him. Whether that's really worth it? Not really. AA does disconnect, so we're going to see a short pause here. We're just going to try not to think of this as a tactical pause. THD are a very well-mannered team. I mean, I really don't think they would.
Maybe he disconnected, but this looks really grim for them, like...
Yeah.
So far behind.
Even with a tactical pause, what do you do here? Like, okay. So, Batrider goes in and lassos somebody, and then gets stunned up by everybody else and dies.
They need to get Tinker, like, they need to get him first, but then, like, they have to deal with the Void, and they have to deal with the Red King too.
Yeah, they've got a very good team at defending Tinker and preventing him from possibly getting picked off here.
And these heroes which, like, Drow can't really kill fast enough before they actually kill her instead. So, this is like a really huge conundrum for THD. Like, what do they do in these team fights? Like, what is their objective in it? They can bring the Tinker down, yeah, but then what?
Well, then they can hopefully find an opening to pick off Void. But again, he's got an Axe, and he's working on either a Maelstrom or a BKB at this point. I'm assuming it's a BKB, judging by the amount of gold he's got saved up.
Once he gets at BKB, there's no stopping this guy to jump in
Yeah.
and like just throw you in. What are you gonna do? Nothing.
He doesn't care. Like, oh no, Drow hits me for some damage. Too bad she's Chronosphered now. Like, and 2 seconds later, too bad she's dead. It's Void OP at this point, and I really think he needs some sort of a nerf. It's not to the point where, like, okay, it's unplayable. Yes, it's playable, but he's a bit ridiculous, in my opinion.
The early game
still.
armor is a bit too much. Like, his armor is way too high early game. They need to reduce that, so he's like much harder to like offlane with.
Yeah.
But they've buffed him a lot in the last matches, like ridiculously. They've lowered the time walk mana cost, they've like improved the Chronosphere. And all that jazz.
Just
I don't know,
waiting
like,
on the reconnect here, yeah.
Yep,
Oh, go ahead.
Like, Ice Rock is just like buffing way too many heroes recently for no apparent reason. One of the heroes who's been like really buffing hard is the Brewmaster.
Oh, and the Brewmaster buffs are going to stop after this one. I think there actually might be riots in the streets. Holy crap, they weren't joking. PayPal did change. Sorry, I'm like on Twitter and I ask Mike's like, how do I send money with this new PayPal? WTF? I'm like, okay, what's going on? Oh, it looks like Skype.
What?
It's weird.
Oh, it looks the same for me.
It's like, add a photo. Who cares about adding a photo on PayPal? Is that so someone can hack into my PayPal account and then say, oh, this is what he looks like? Good.
Seriously?
Like, yeah, it says that.
Yeah, what the hell?
I'm sorry for getting so off topic, guys, but,
Seems like Rubik is underselected.
Okay. Good old... I mean, it's hot potato here with disconnects.
But...
And what's hilarious is they just they resumed the game and then they're like, oh, wait. What'd you notice here?
Rubik, look at him. What does he have? Yes.
Oh, goodness.
2 millions.
Oh, no. I didn't see that at all. Yeah, I didn't notice at all.
You neither.
Now, wait, no, if he steals the Drow aura, though... Oh, and he's actually...
He's gonna die.
I so want to type in all chat right now. Rip. Goodbye. You did.
At the AL.
And we actually have Yuka. He's in position to lasso here, I believe.
Is he? Yeah, he is. But he doesn't need to.
Looks like Tava was lagging there. Okay, yeah. They did manage to defend the tower, though. Rubik.
Where is
He's
he?
gonna fall. He fell.
Yep, AL with Scepter 2 OP.
Yeah. That's another hero that I still feel needs a little bit of a nerf. It's debatable there for sure.
I know. You're actually right. A little bit like more duration. The cooldown is just ridiculously low. You can spam that shit all over the map. Like, see, it's off cooldown already. So
yeah, and with the Scepter especially, it's on a 17-second duration, a 40-second cooldown. Keep in mind, I feel like the cooldown should start after you, like, the second sub-ability goes off. Like, the first one doesn't really have a cooldown, but once you target it at something, it does, you know?
Yeah.
Because the targeting time still factors in there, and so after 10 seconds of not 10 seconds of targeting, 5 seconds of targeting, 17 seconds of duration, you're at about 25 seconds. And there's 15 seconds till it's up again.
That's broken.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, yes, it is a skill shot, and I understand
it's not really
that.
a skill shot, man. Like, you just spot in a lane, and it's like a huge globe, which is like.
Is there anything on this lane? Okay, there we go. It's all dead now.
Yeah.
Dead chat is dead.
It's like Mirana Arrow, which the whole ring of a freaking lane. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. I feel like Mirana's balanced at the moment, though.
She's fine. Like, she's fine
yeah.
right now.
People have learned to deal with her, and it's okay now. I just get so bored of seeing the same heroes over and over. Like, there was one weekend where I casted 2 best-of-5 series, and it was like 10 Mirana games. I'm like, oh my god, can we just ban her already, please?
Well, there's going to be 20 heroes in the next patch. The one after Becky's.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They're gonna release all the unreleased heroes, like, in one go.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping for that one.
So, perhaps might become just a bit more interesting.
I'm still kind of hoping we'll get another patch update this week, but Yuka is going to get picked off right now. Well, actually, Centaur ulti out. Unnecessary BKB as well. I actually don't think he needed that BKB. I mean, sure, Skyrath's slow was coming at him, and he had the Centaur charge.
Yeah, no, the Griff, like, still killed him off easily. It wasn't that hard.
Okay.
Chasing him really hard.
Well, better safe than sorry. Roshan has just respawned, by the way.
And I think sorry will take him down. There's no way he can contest it right now.
Unless they were to go in for some sort of, like, really sneaky Aegis steal. But you look at the Visage Birds, they're actually sitting right beside Visage. They're not out controlling the map like we used to see him back when Visage was really like the go-to support. Which is surprising how little we see him now in comparison to how much we saw him then.
Skyrath gonna replace him.
Yeah, He's a really good laning support with a great nuke. And Skywrath doesn't really have the little bit of an early game mana problem that Visage does.
Visage is huge mana problems. Like,
yeah, you throw out 2 soul assumptions early game, and there you go. You got to go back to the well or use 2 clarities or so. And
God damn it, so many bosses.
We're gonna look at Ping right now.
What's the time there?
11 p.m.
It's 4 a.m. here in the morning for me.
Oh,
super late.
I do appreciate you coming out to cast, Sephiroth.
Fine.
I've had a great time with you, man.
It's fine. It's fun to cast with someone. Like solo casting is so boring.
Oh, and I told somebody earlier. Me and Kong casted one of these games, the second game of the night, and I'm just bad at solo casting because I just space out. And
You do.
Like, I mean, it's just natural. Like, I'm sitting here like, gee, what's going on? I've talked about everything. I don't get any confirmation that, like, yes, I understand what you're saying. Good job. Yeah, cool. I'm just like, you guys get that? And I have to wait 2 minutes on chat, and by then I don't remember what I was talking about.
I know, like, it's a really huge show to cast solo. Really
Yeah.
nice.
Actually, Kawe is just going to solo Roche at this point.
He can, so he's gonna do it. But
Okay,
he's gonna come
Tavo-
back around.
Tabo Y, he had it. He was doing just fine, and you had to come in here and ruin it. Drow does have a Manta up.
What level is he?
38
He's
minutes.
21. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what he's gonna do with the man though. Like, I don't know, really.
It's been 15k XP lead since about 18 minutes in here. Yeah, and it has stayed right there. Now, keep in mind, some of these... Actually, 18 minutes may not be accurate since we had these long pauses. They kind of tend to mess with the graph a bit. As you can see, there's these, like, flat sections, but... We're just going to say 18 minutes for now.
Indeed, but it seems like SAR are actually kind of getting ready to push down mid. And fourth stage all the way back. Bottom
And actually-
lane, K3 might be in trouble. The bat is going for him, but the fourth step
He doesn't have lasso.
Is under attack.
Yep, in comes Rubik to save him.
Radiant's
I
middle
think he's gonna be
tower
just
has
fine,
fallen.
or even gonna die.
Let's see here. He'll be fine. Yep.
Yeah, but the bat did die, which meant that...
Oh, and meanwhile on the mid lane, Drow getting taken down as by Wraith King. No buyback on her in 70 seconds. Not to mention they're pushing the racks. They need a miracle here. And Jublu not going to be able to provide it. He does blink forward. Batrider does buy back. But he barely provided any damage, whereas Skywrath just nuked the crap out of him. Yuka
Radiant structure.
blinks forward, but without a lasso for 4 seconds. Can't really do much. Just kind of lays down the Firefly and runs. Void's Aegis does get popped right now, but he does take down the tower with him at least. And he'll be getting right back up. Dusting off the stuff.
And in comes Sneaker again.
Ooh.
For this, it's
Radiant's
just no
middle
chance
barracks
against.
has fallen.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, yeah, he still had basically before that 4 charges of his Gravekeeper's Cloak up. That was through all his magic resist and everything. It didn't even matter. And they're just going to go for another Rax. Drow up in 15 seconds, and
Radiant's top
I hate to be a
tower is
pessimist,
under
but
attack.
possibly down in about 20 seconds.
Well, someone from the chat is asking what CM needs to be viable. CM
Yeah.
needs to be able to move right now. But hold that thought, they're gonna go and GUI might fall. Yep, I think he should die. Just jump on the
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Double kill for you, Rubik. Jublu getting hit by another ulti from Skywrath. Actually manages to live here for a split second. 30 HP left. And will blink into the fountain. But a triple kill for Rubik. And the rest of the team being dead doesn't help them, really. And, oh. Okay, Tinker. Just a little bit of the camp fountain with Dagon. But GG, well played. We got 1-1 in this series. And that should bring South American Rejects out of the tiebreak with Isserist, since they lost 2-0 to CMB. Anyways, guys, Sephiroth, any shoutouts before you go?
No, man. It's fine.
Alright, well, it was a pleasure having you, man. And, see you
What's the
again
format
soon.
of this tournament? Like,
It's a best of 2 group stage. The top 4 teams make it out to the playoffs. And it's not ticketed because it was kind of quickly done, but...
what's the prize pool?
I don't actually know what the prize pool is. It's run by the Nomad guys, so Pokoto, PDS, yeah. Yeah, and the organization Rocketz that sponsored it, they're a company that makes computers, from what I've seen, and they seem to be really involved in it, really passionate about it and everything. So I'd expect to see a season 2 of this with a ticket eventually.
Yep. So shout out to them for hosting this tournament for us.
Yep.
And anyway, we're going for tonight, Rico.
All right. Thank you so much. And good night to you. Guys, if you'd like to find out more of my casting, make sure you check out twitch.tv/SBRevolution5, Facebook, SBRevolution5 Dota, and Twitter, SBRevolution5 as well. Appreciate this, and we're going to be heading out for now. I'll be playing some XCOM in a few minutes, just give the stream time to restart, and I need to call the lady friend. So, thanks for watching, and see you guys tomorrow night.